Why, hello there. Welcome to my little channel here on the interwebs. That's right. So today is going to be one of those topics. Hopefully, I can contain myself because it's kind of you'll see. But before I get into that, let's go into my weekly Twitter poll. That's right. Do you support vax mandates? According, according to this, 12 people have voted, and they pretty much said no. My body, my choice. Yeah, I might leave that up for a Thursday video. Um, Depending on if the weather's going to cooperate and be actually nice and cool, might actually go camping. But anyways, but to the story of hand. Leander police investigate a parent complaints about a library book. Not just any library book, but a book that is in our schools. And of course, it's the Lawn Boy by Jonathan Evison. Now, I have nothing against this book. I have never read this book, but I think I get the understanding of what type of book this is. And I got nothing against Jonathan Evison. I think you can read whatever you want, you can write whatever you want, but certain things should not be allowed on a school campus. Now, if this book was in like the public library, sure, fine. I have no issues with that. The issue I have is that this was in a school library. So you actually have to be a student, go into the library on the school property, and check this out. But anyways, let's continue on. Austin, Texas, even though it's not really Austin, Texas, some Leander Independent School District parents are drawing attention to a book that they says does not belong in campus libraries. The Leander Police Department says that they also been contacted about the book's content and are investigating. The book Lawn Boy by Jonathan E. Vision. At a September 9th school board meeting, a parent described the content as deprived and likened it to some passages to pedophilia. Leander ISD says that the book is not taught in any classroom and is only available to some students through the campus library. I have an issue with that, to be honest. Who normalizes sex between a fourth grader? Pedophiles, said Brandy Berkman during a public comment portion on the school board meeting Thursday. During her allotted 3 minutes to address the board, Berkman read several passages from The Lawn Boy, which she said that her son checked out from Leander High School library. In the passages were young adults reflecting on sexual encounters that they had with another boy when the two were in fourth grade. In addition, I will share you to the exceptional quality of vocabulary. I stopped counting on page 66 after the 44. I don't know what that is, and the 41. I don't know what that is because they blurred it out. Berkman went on to say, CBS Austin reached out to Berkman by phone Monday about her concerns. Berkman said that the police department she was at the police department and unavailable for the interview. So yeah, I guess she's making a criminal complaint. Leander police said that two parents filed a report about obscenities in the book, and the department is investigating. They added that the results of their investigations will be turned over to the Criminal Investigation Department, CID, or prosecutor. No, I don't think there's going to be a prosecution in this case. I don't know if it's Wilco or Travis County, but I do know the district attorney in Travis County will not prosecute this. I should probably do a video about him. But anyways, while CBS Austin was outside of the police department Monday, a third community member said that they were also filing a complaint about the book, but decided to decline to go on camera because they don't want to be associated. Yeah, because they'll be dogpiled, they'll have their life ruined, all because there's a certain group of monsters out there that would find this book acceptable and should probably. And these are the same type of monsters that would say it's a required reading because they want to groom little kids. That's right. CBS reached out to the Leander ISD about the book. In the statement, LISD said, the book Longboy by Jonathan Evison is not part of our district curriculum. We have not received any formally filed complaints through the process outlined in the board policy. Wait, you're not. So I have an issue here. Clearly, I'm not going to look for the video where that lady is pretty much reading the contents of the book because it was pretty. Let's just say it was a more of a erotica esque type book from the few passages that she read out loud and has no place on any school campus library. The district says the book may be available to some junior and senior English students through the campus library. They added that Leander High School staff has reached out to Burkham, who often addresses the school board about how to file an official complaint, but they said so far a complaint or request for the district to review the book has not been filed. How about you review the fucking book before you make it available? Is that too much to ask? Is that too much to ask to protect our kids that you actually read a book before making it available? Why does it have to be on the parents to request a review of the topics of the book? Sorry, I had to curse because I cannot contain it. It should not be on the parents to proofread the books, even though they should. Don't get me wrong. They definitely should know what their kids are reading. But this is a school. This is a school district. Your job, number one job, is to teach kids and to protect them. And you do not protect them by showing them Playboy or Hustler-esque material. That's right, I said it. I should do a complaint on the fact that you're asking them to file a complaint or request a review of a book. This should be under the highest scrutiny. We should be protecting our kids at all costs. It takes a community to raise a child. This includes the police department. This includes the school board. This includes the principal, school counselors, teachers, and parents, and neighborhoods. And the school has failed our kids on multiple levels. And they're throwing this off onto the parents. How did this get through the filters, the strict filters to be allowed on a school district or the school library? Now, I'm not talking about a public library that you go check out books that's open to the public. This is a kind of a private but public library that's open to available for the students that are going to that school district. So it's a little bit more privately, and it should be more excluded. This isn't a First Amendment issue, and I take offense to this. CBS Austin also asked the Leander ISD how books are selected for library. The district said that the books are selected according to several criteria that are in alignment with the board policy and library services. They added any parent can request for a book to be reviewed by contacting the district. How did this book even become available in the school library to begin with? This frustrates me to all hand, and I want to know who was responsible for letting this book onto the property, because this book has no place on the school library. Now, I'm saying school library, you're making a difference between a public library, which is open to the public, which means that anybody, regardless of their status, can go into the library and check out a book, assuming that they have a membership card. This isn't one of those libraries. And yes, those type of libraries may have something a lot worse than this book. But this is a school property. This is a school library. I cannot go to a school library and check out a book because I am not a member of that school, nor am I a student at that school, and our kids must be protected. This makes me sick. It makes me even sick that they're not even following a procedure to make sure that they're vetting books properly. But heaven forbid. No, I'm not even going to go there. But yeah, leave a comment down below if you actually agree with my stance that this book has no place on a school library shelf? Or do you disagree? And let me know a reason why you disagree. Smash the like and subscribe button. And I'll also leave a link down below to my Twitter poll in case you wanted to add your vote to it. But most importantly, if you're a parent, you might want to audit your school library to see what other pornographic filth is in there that's available to your student or to your child. I think we need to audit that library, that list, to see what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. And this isn't just like one or two passages or even one passages. This lady read several passages throughout the book, and it was more of erotica, maybe 50 Shades of Grey erotica. Like, I haven't really read that book either, but it was on that level. It's something that you would probably read out of a Playboy magazine. Even Playboy magazines are even more tamer than what this book was. Anyways, with that being said, have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.